Hello there everybody, how's it going and how have you been? Welcome back to Invisible Inc. In the last mission I got pretty lucky, I'm not going to lie. It looked like it was going to be a big headache. I thought for sure I was going to have some severe difficulty at one point, but I managed to luck out and get away scot-free and with a whole bunch more equipment for our agents. In this episode, once I skip the story, because once again that's at the end of the previous mission, we're going up here to the Sankaku Cybernetics lab to look for more augments and hopefully make space for more augments. And I don't know if the game is going to then immediately send me to whatever the final level is, or if I'm going to get one more mission after that. Mainly because it's going to take me 11 hours to get to this site, but we've got 16 left, which means we'll have 5 left after that. And I don't know if that's enough to go anywhere else. So I'm wondering whether or not the game's just going to go, oh, you don't have time to get to another spot, into the final level you go, or if it's just going to give me like a freebie for one more place. And pardon me as I adjust the volume a little bit. I forgot to do that beforehand. Silly me.
Corporate augmentation implanters are surprisingly...
Wait. I just remembered I want to check these guys, make sure they have space in their pockets. She doesn't, but that's alright. And can I... No, I can't uninstall programs from Incognito here. I'd have to find a server terminal. Okay.
Corporate augmentation implanters are surprisingly good at finding empty space in a human body. I'm sure no one will mind if we borrow some time with one at this location.
Alrighty, so let's head out and see if my luck still holds true.
I back up your memories when you enter the beam. They don't take up much space.
Why did that sound slightly insulting? Oh. Okay, well, pretty sure I know where everybody's going to go. Gotten in so easy for Decker, just stop complaining, man. Alright, we've got one camera that's on, one camera that's off. Let's go ahead and... Oop. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, I got Prism this nice little net downlink in the last episode. It basically gives her more AP whenever I hack something with Incognita. I see a camera drone and what looks like a dead-end room. And it's just going to stay there and stare into the wall. So you know what, if it does not want to be an issue on this level, I'm not going to argue with it. What have we got through this door? We've got a safe room? Seems pretty safe. And we've got something looking in this room, along with a safe. Which, by the way, I finally remembered to look up. The plural of a money safe is just safes. Which makes sense now that I think about it, but at the time I truly just did not know. Now, the problem was... hang on, I'm gonna peek through the door again. Yeah, so something is looking in this area, but I have no idea where it is. Oh, wait. Here it is. National sensed it. We've got one of those annoying little Obake drones in here. Let's see, is the safe safe to hack? Yes, it is. Let's use our stronger lockpick. She's great. Oh, and she got another 2 AP. Now, the thing I'm curious about this net downlink is, do those little AP points only exist for this turn, or does she keep them for the rest of the level? So, like, now that I've hacked 2 things, does she just have 4 additional AP for the entire remainder of the level, or does it go away at some point, basically? I'm going to wait and see what this drone wants to do. Okay, looks like it only exists for that turn. And it did not move. Okay, this is going to be a bit annoying. Drone, where'd you go? I would have heard you if you moved. Okay. I think I had to do that to get his attention. Oh wait, crap, the drone scans the area, it doesn't look. So, unless I have everybody... I don't know how far away he scans. Now, I've got quite a few action points. Let's just try and get everybody far away from the spot where he's going to check. I don't think he'll be able to see anybody because these big blocks will basically block his vision. But I hope that's far enough away for him to not be able to detect me with his little scanner. Nope, never mind. Okay, this level is starting somewhat poorly. Can we zoom out? Oh shoot, and we drew the attention of this fella, I think. Okay. I'm not gonna like it, because that means... or, well, because this is going to mean that this drone is going to be stalking me through the entire level. But... I'm taking it? Can it shut a door behind itself? Yes, it can. Okay, you stay over there. Everybody else... yeah, I'm assuming because this square is still highlighted, that means this camera drone is going to come and try to find me. Ugh. This level is not starting off easy. I didn't expect it to, but... let's get... actually, how far is he going to be able to move? He'll be able to get right to there. Now that stinks, because he's going to be able to see the door, so I can't have somebody hang back in this room. And then... bolt for it. I kind of don't want to do that anyway, just because this guy's probably going to reboot pretty quickly. Oh, you almost can. I should have checked... I am playing really bad this time. Alright. Decker... go over here by the safe. You should be alright in that little alcove. Paralyzer. Use unpinned targets. Extends the KO for 2 turns. So this is only going to work on guards, and so far we've seen nothing but drones. However, I can probably turn this into a little bit of money at the end of the level, assuming I make it that far. an idea for getting myself out of this mess. But it's going to require nothing in this area being able to hear me. I know that drones can't hear me. Yeah, no hearing, no hearing. Now, I know there's a sound bug here, but if I shut it down, I can get Prism over here. Darn it, she's not going to be able to get through there, is she? Do I hope there's nothing on the other side of this door to spot her? Because my hope was that Prism would get through the door, and then I'd have Nationale sprint into this spot just so that everybody would be hidden from the camera drone. I still got all of my rewinds, so I could play this turn again if I want. I mean, I don't want to use a rewind, but if it would just make things better if I did use one, I will. Let's risk it. Okay. We're good to go into this room. Close the door behind you. And Nationale, there's no space here. There's a sound bug right there, though, so let's just... And it's... Of course, it's got a bloody daemon in it. What do? They raise the alarm and call attention when they hear the sound of sprinting. Okay. I'm afraid that if I do sprint to right here, it will be just close enough to set off the bug. Which is probably going to... screw things up for me even more. The only other alternative I can see is hiding here and hope that this guy's field of view won't notice this spot. I think that's what I gotta do. Now that I know there's a sound bug there, I'm too afraid to sprint into this corner. Alright. Let's hope I weaseled out of this mess. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You move fast. But he didn't scan. So he's only going to scan wherever he gets, or whenever he gets to an interest point, I guess. Now, the annoying thing is he is looking in the direction I need to go. So... Decker and Nationale are kind of stuck for this turn. Okay, Nationale, you're just gonna, let's just scoot you forward one square, just so that you're a little bit closer. This square is hidden, so if I want to, I could have Decker sneak through with his cloaking rig. And the drone won't notice me open up this door. But I'd rather save the cloaking rig for another emergency. So let's just hope that it doesn't notice. Or I hope it doesn't notice either, but either of the agents over here, but regardless, I'm just going to wait for it to go away. Let's pop open the safe, go and take a look. Just some funds, which is very much appreciated. Then I can actually get... Oh, wow. I did not realize there were so many doors out of here. Well, there has to be at least one guard because there's a locked door. One human guard, not a drone guard, obviously, because I can't pickpocket a drone. Got another sound bug, and another safe. Let's go ahead and open up that safe. Ooh, we've got a generator. So that means there's going to be some kind of laser fence somewhere. And so many more doors. I kind of wonder if all three of these doors just link to the same room. They might. Alright.
Alarm level 1.
Okay. And the dangerous drone is rebooted. If I wanted to, I could hack them and stun them for a couple more turns, just to give myself some more space. I'm so low on power, though. No. No. Let's just get away. Okay, here's a console. I'll recharge my battery a bit. Decker, you keep going. Shut the door. I would like to have these guys in cover or hiding, but to be fair, looks like this guy's just going to check his immediate surroundings. This guy's just going to move forward a square and then check again. I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away. Now the only question is, are they going to be smart and come this way? Or are they going to be stupid and go towards the dead end? Let's hope for the latter option. Meanwhile, Prism, you keep doing your good work and taking money and... Okay, we have a guard. We have a server terminal, which I could check and see if there's anything I want to swap out Incognita's Wisp program with, because... no, not Prism. International now basically has an item that does the same thing, but slightly more efficiently. But I'm a little worried that that would be a little too out of the way, especially when we've already got two things looking for me. You know what? Let's see. I'm not going to be able to get to any other door to check what's behind it, so let's just go ahead and... You're just standing there. Okay, then you know what? I think I'm going to leave that terminal alone. If I didn't have two drones on me... Yeah, if I did not have two drones already after me, I would consider going for it, but if there's a guard that's just standing there, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to keep going towards what I'm supposed to find. Such a wonderfully descriptive sentence. I just said, okay, I found the exit. We have a powered off camera. No danger. Okay, so this locked door leads to the exit, but there's a locked door that leads to where this door goes. Actually, let's get Decker up there, just because he's a little bit closer. We'll have a little bit more AP to work with. Okay, so is this the same room? Looks like it. We've got something watching the area. This door seems safe. Got a sound bug. We've got a daemon database, but no idea what's looking at this area. It looks like it's probably standing right here. Nationale, just in case these robots are coming this way, let's go ahead and have you hide behind this wall. Alright, are you... Oh, it's just a camera. Okay. Whew. No, I'm gonna leave the sound bug alone. Oh, actually, I will take this safe as well. Now then, Prism, now that you've got some more points to work with, actually, I'm going to leave this door open, because hopefully that will distract the robots if they come this way. So they will see that this door is open, so they'll go this way and investigate rather than following the direction I actually went. So Decker, if you would not mind moving over just a little bit. National, if you could just come into the room. Move towards this door over here. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, here's the laser barrier, or the infrared barrier, I guess. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a key, which is probably on this fella down here. If I had a key, this would be so much more wonderful, so I could just go right through this door. Let's grab the power just because I have room to spare. And, oh, the flippin' generator's got a daemon in it. Oh, and so does the augment. Ugh. Alright, you know what? Let's see what we're dealing with. Lots of authority. Which alarms the safes. Wow, it even says in the game. I truly am some kind of oblivious. It alarms safes and calls for guards when I open them. That's not too bad, actually. Providing I don't play with safes after I trigger the authority. But more importantly, I kind of wanted to do that, both to get an idea of what I'm dealing with, but also to give Prism just enough AP to get around the corner in case a robot's coming through this door. No, I think they're trying to find me. I think they still think I'm over there. You see this? I see the camera drone, but I don't know where the Obake drone went, which is worrying. Okay, so who wants to go get the safe? I feel like Prism's pretty good when it comes to augments. Unless there's something else I can get that will help her sync even better with Incognita. So I think I will send Decker and Nationale towards the augment creator, grafter thingy.
There's the cyber lab.
Oh.
I hope they sterilize the machines at the end of the last shift.
Me too, because that would be very awful if they didn't. Okay, so we have two of them. Alright. Is the other one infested with a daemon? It is not, but it has a stronger firewall. Which is not an issue, because I have dagger. Awesome. Okay. Prism. Go ahead and shut the door after them, because I was silly and forgot to have Decker close it. And then you go right up ahead and... a buster chip. A favorite of script kiddies and low-level corporate sysadmins, the buster chip automatically breaks down 2 firewalls. Use this to manually break through 2 firewalls. Oh, okay, so this will, like, destroy firewalls without me having to spend Incognita's power? Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Maybe I can use it on this thing. I see another door into here, which is a little bit worrying. I don't think I've seen a guard patrol move between 2 rooms yet, but I'm not ruling that possibility out. What do we got? We've got an offline camera, we've got a console that I can hijack. We've got another Obake drone. It looks like it's looking at the doorway. Okay, several things happened. I heard footsteps over here, which means there's a human guard, which means he might have the key, which would make getting out of the level easier. Second, okay, I heard a drone scan from over here, but fortunately, it seems like these 2 are very convinced I'm still in this section of the building. Most worryingly, however, the drone footsteps over here did not sound like the typical Obake drone footsteps. It sounded heavier, which to me means meaner, more aggressive, a lot less friendly. So Prism, be very careful over here. No, it's just a 1.0. Is there anything of value in this room? You have a big safe, which I can totally slip in and grab and get out before the robot even knows I'm here. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and burn the power to do that. What do we got in here? A lot of money. I will happily take that. Shut the door so the drone doesn't know. And then, because of all the extra AP you got from syncing with Incognita's activities, you can pretty much catch up to the other 2. Okay, Decker, I'd like you to come over here and get an eye on that guard. Which I'm going to have to do next turn, but that's alright. Now, I'm sending Decker to investigate the guard because Decker can pickpocket. And I would love it if he has the key card, because I could just sneak up behind him, take it, and get away without him realizing. Alright. I'm gonna get you over here. Oh, I can't use things on a diagonal. Alright. And I'll just get you here, but I'm not going to activate it. Because, again, I've noticed whenever I mess with what I come here to get, stuff goes bad. Okay, those other 2 drones are still looking for me. Though they still seem convinced that I'm over there, which is fine by me. Okay, can you... you can't. Well, why not? Because the door's closed? Okay, there we go. Now, guards don't notice things immediately adjacent to them. No, I don't want to KO him. He's got the key! Yes! Oh, all yes. Oh yes, go ahead and close the door just in case he spots it. Okay, prism. You could... No, don't go through the...
Installed.
Why would you go through the infrared barrier? Why would you not just go this... I didn't think to check her pathway because I thought she'd be smarter than to run right through the infrared barrier. Ugh. It's okay, all I did was lose a little bit of money, and it doesn't seem to have alerted anything. At least I hope not. Yeah, it does not look like it alerted anybody. Oh, a bit of lag there for some reason.
Alarm level 2. Additional cameras activated. Don't let them see you.
Okay, we've got a camera turning on over here, which is fine because I'm going to be long gone before it actually could see me. This camera might turn on. In fact, I can check. Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and take it just to keep an eye on the elevator for my own personal sanity. Alright. Decker, first things first, get back in this room and away from the guard. Prism, let's go ahead and get you up next to this thing as well. Let's go ahead and use the buster chip you found.
Installed.
That's fine, I don't think I'm going to have to loot any more safes. Oh, this one only lasts for a certain amount of turns, though. Okay. Well, again, I don't think I'm going to loot any more safes, but... Alright, let's have International check hers first, just because she's actually got a slot completely available. Let's see. Function 1, add socket. Prepare a patient with a new blink augment socket, a particularly invasive operation which requires applying sedative KO for 2 turns. Okay, so if I knock myself out for 2 turns, I can get an extra slot. Which she doesn't really need because she's still got an empty slot. And, oh, they only give you 1 option? Oh, and this is that stupid... This is the augment that makes you better, or makes it safer to kill guards, which I don't do. Yeah, great. I just probably set off all the alarms in the building for something I'm not even going to use. No? Does it change? No. Okay, so it looks like it's safe to check, but I guess if I actually use it, that's what sets off the alarm. So what have we got in this one? Subdermal cloak. Replacing the top layer of skin, this circuitry converts the brain and muscle enhancers used in STEM to create a holographic projection. Renders the user invisible until their next turn. This effect triggers after this agent successfully uses a stim item. Consumes 5 power, though. Well, Decker doesn't need that because he's got his cloaking rig. So if anything, I'd want to install that on one of the other 2. And the only stim thing I have is... Although that actually does mean that I can use that stim needle now, right? The one that I left back on the ship? The one that gives me like 4 AP or something? Ooh. Okay. Okay. So maybe... I install that into International. Sorry about that. shifting in my seat a little bit too. I install that subdermal cloak into Nationale, and then I let her carry around that stem needle. So then whenever I need to, I can have a little bit of like an AP boosted invisibility run on 2 agents as opposed to just Decker. Well, Decker wouldn't get an AP boost, but point kind of stands. The only problem is that that burns 5 of Incognita's power to activate, which seems really steep. Though to be fair, I'd only use that in serious circumstances. I wouldn't use it just for the hell of it. You know what, I think I'm gonna do it, because I'd rather have the option and not use it than go into the next level and find myself in a situation where that combo of abilities and items and stuff would actually get me out of a jam. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that into Nationale. Also because I kinda don't want to leave here without actually using what I want.
Augment installed.
Alright.
Mainframe devices.
Yep. There we go. Oh, well, they took the camera back that I just took, which is a little
Head office
annoying.
is catching on to us. Several devices have been remotely rebooted. I hope we don't run out of power.
This machine's inactive. Okay, it can only be used for, like, one thing. Alright. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, well, this thing's still booting up, which is fine. But I'm going to take this security camera back. Yeah, alright. I got an idea. Decker, come over here. I don't see any alert notifications on the floor, so I'm going to assume no guards are coming. Which seems weird to say, but whatever. Can I just do this? No, I can't swap items, so Decker's gonna have to just chill. But now, Prism, if you would not mind heading out this way. Do not run through the beam again. Crazy. Why can I?
Warning.
Not enough action points? Why can I not move there? Oh, there's a wall there. That's why. Okay, well. I feel kind of stupid for not realizing it because there's a giant black bar right there. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna burn the last of my power. Shut that thing off.
Installed.
Stinks, but you know what? At least she can now get through. Without... I probably didn't have to. I mean... It just installs daemons, but at the same time it could very well install a daemon that, like... makes all of my units visible or something. So yeah, Nationale, you go ahead and run for it as well. Shut the door, just in case. Decker's got a cloaking rig, so if need be, he can use that and get away. Okay. Looks like the camera drone's getting really close. Not close enough to notice me yet, but closer than I would like. You know what? Yeah, let's shut this door. Just because I'm a little worried the drone will just wander right through this door and see me. Nationale, yeah, you keep going. Okay, it can't scan through walls, which is good, because it probably would have seen me if it did, or if it could. Alright, but I think we've won. Now, Chanel, you get in the elevator. Prism, you get in the elevator. Decker, you get in the elevator. And everybody gets out of here.
They say augmentation can have side effects that can shorten your lifespan. In this case, I'd say the side effects of not having augments would be far more dangerous.
You got a good point. Although, to be completely honest, neither of those augments really thrilled me. I'm not very happy with how this level turned out. I mean, we did make a bit of money, which is probably not going to help me at all in the final level, whatever that is. Not to mention that the whole reason I went here was to get an augment, and one augment is kind of crappy, and the other one is kind of situational at best, so you can't get stellar results out of every level, I suppose, but still, it feels like this was not really worth my effort. Okay, in the interest of spending some of this money, I think I'll hold on to the Buster chip. I don't want the Paralyzer, though. Let's go ahead and upgrade my units. I think most pressing would be to give everybody an extra pocket. Yes, you can use the stim needle, which is good because that will sync with your subdermal cloak augment. 9 turn cooldown. No cooldown, but I guess that's doesn't really... It wouldn't make sense for this to have a cooldown if this one already does, I guess. I didn't use my tag pistol, but I don't think I can use those on drones. Then again, I didn't think to try, but oh well. You've got to revive. Do I want to give...
How did you get recruited for Invisible? Gladstone's been trying to get me on board for years, but I lost my stomach for wet work. Besides, all real power is economic. My personal income as a freelancer is bigger than a small country's GDP.
Good for you. I hope you're using it well. Invest in it wisely and all that.
I'll find a good home for this.
Whether you do or not is not my concern, to be honest. Kind of want to give everybody else one additional movement point. What are my other options? Hacking, which gives me more power. Let everybody have an additional item slot, which might not be worth it, because I don't know how many more items I'm going to come across. Or steal more money. I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's really worth it. Do I want to... You know what? Because you can wirelessly hack. Or hijack, I guess. And because you've now got an augment and an item that drain power from incognita upon use, let's go ahead and boost your hacking ability. And then for Decker and Mirage, I'll boost their speed. Okay. Do I want to bring this prototype chip, or do I want to just sell it?
I'm surprised it took a corpse this long to finally go after you. They're usually not so lenient with dissent. Have you ever seen a city block after a canine pacification sweep? Messy stuff. They're completely ruthless when their bottom line is threatened.
350 credits. That would give me up to 415, which could only increase National's anarchy, which would let her steal from behind, which I've already got 2 guys able to do. At the same time, I feel like I should put it to some use if I'm not going to bring it with. Okay, you know what, let's... There we go. Actually, what does this do? Use it at a console to drain and store power. So I feel like this basically acts as a second battery for Incognita. And this kind of creates, or like, ups her power limit to 30 instead of 20. I don't know because I never used it because I kind of keep forgetting that I have it. So, actually no, let's let Prism carry it. Yeah, and then my 2 fastest people have the revives, which will be great in case somebody does get into trouble. I've got this Buster chip, which will let me break something's firewalls without having to rely on Incognita. I've got a cloaking rig. Everybody's got a handheld disruptor, with Prisms being strong enough to break level 1 armor. She's still got a dart in her dart gun. You've got a tag pistol, so I can keep tabs on guys. You've got a stim for utilizing the less than wonderful augment I had to pick up. I think I'm good. I think everybody's as set up as they can be, just in case the game decides to throw me into the final level. So let's go ahead and see what happens, shall we?
We need to keep moving. If the Corps get a fix on our location, we won't last long in a direct fight. Keep up the hit and run, and we might just get through this. Operator, choose your next target carefully. This is our last opportunity to prepare for our final stand.
Okay, so the game's giving me 1 free pass to wherever I want, I guess. 6 hours, 9 hours. The only problem is... Had I known I would have gotten 1 free pass, I probably would have kept my money and gone here to try and get my hands on a couple more good items. But considering I have to buy things here, I have to buy things here, and I have to buy things here, and all that these executive terminals do is just reveal more places to go, which is kind of worthless. That basically leaves just the 2 vaults to go to. So I suppose that's not too bad, because that will equate to more credits, which means I can give my my agents somewhat better stats going into the final level than they have right now. So I guess it's basically down to either Casablanca or Cape Town. But either way, it would appear that we're stealing a bit of money before we go into the final fight. And with that, I think it's time to end this episode off. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, even though this level proved to be not as beneficial as I was hoping it would be. But nonetheless, I hope I made it kind of interesting, especially with the immediate drone noticing issue. I don't know how else to say it. Anyway, hope you all had a great time. Wow, I literally just blinked right in the middle of my intro. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed, hope you had a great time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next mission when we go and steal some more money. In the meantime, though, I am totally butchering my outro, and I will see you guys next time. Farewell for now.